Hi Fronds! Welcome to a boathouse edition. Just kidding, it's my friend's place and she lent me a paddleboard, but I saw her houseplants and have been wanting to give them some TLC, so come on in. So these are the plants that I was talking about. They got quite leggy and you can tell the succulents are quite dry. If I had to guess, she bought these at Trader Joe's and the soil is just completely, just gone, really. I noticed that it rotted, so I couldn't help myself and I cut it off already from this part. And then this got super leggy and it's also dehydrated. So it's a combination of, it getting too much sun or the soil is no longer holding any moisture. So at this point, your plants just need some TLC. This I watered yesterday. We're gonna repropagate this because this is gonna grow, the tip is gonna grow just fine, but this is never really gonna come back. So it'll just look prettier if we just get rid of it. It's gotta happen. I'm sorry, Katie. This is the I'm sorry, Katie video. So we're just gonna chop that off and we're gonna propagate it. Ta-da! And then all of this can go in the garbage. Bye! This has grown beautifully, isn't it? And I think she just laid that on top of it. So this is gonna have to come out because I can't see what's going on. Oh, it's quite rooty. So I'm gonna loosen the soil. I think the bare minimum you should do is at least loosen the soil if you don't want to, say, repot it. Because if the soil is really dense, it's very hard for the roots to get air or water. And just gently slide it out. Let's do a little squeeze action. Okay, so that looks like it just came off by itself, so that's good. This part, I'm gonna poke it some more because it's very dense. So this looks like more or less straight up potting soil, which is, a bit wet for succulents. You always have to amend your potting soil, especially when you're using it for succulents, but also your aeroids as well. And we can just put that back in, just like that. So this is really leggy. I'm going to have to cut this. This is getting caught. So we're gonna cut there. And we could probably cut again. And again, this is all gonna be propagated. So we'll leave those, even though they're kind of leggy and I'm not in love with them. That looks nice like that. We will get rid of some of these leaves as usual. They're very dehydrated. So a lot of this is just gonna fall off anyway, so I'm just doing it, being proactive. Sometimes I will keep some of the leaves and put them on top to propagate, but these are so wrinkled, I don't think they're gonna make it. So better off just to get rid of them now. So this is the mix I made earlier, which you guys can check out the video if you want. So we're just gonna fill this bad boy up. Just gonna rinse it and put it back like no one ever touched it. Oh, there's this one, we forgot about you. We'll shove you here. They will just regrow if you just put them on some soil. Ta-da! All right, that's pot number one. Now let's look at the second plant. I believe this is an aloe. It is very top heavy. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing. The soil just needs to be refreshed. So, oh yeah, look at that. It needs actually a bigger pot. Just getting rid of some of the old medium. It needed to be repotted a while ago. And you can tell the roots have died because too dry probably. But it's also like very pot bound, so Not surprised that it's super dry. So I'm just teasing out some of the, especially the dead roots. I'm not gonna be as rough with it as I would with my own plants. Just trying to straighten out some of the roots if possible and remove any dead roots that you can obviously see that are gone, because the roots have just twirled and twirled into itself. And over time, I feel like if you don't get rid of it, it's just really hard for the plant to continue to get nutrients. Let's see if I can stab this and get a few holes. She's actually not the first person that I know that lives on a houseboat. When I was living in London, I also knew a girl that I worked with that lived on a houseboat, but it's very different from this. Yeah, see, like this is so stiff, like you can't even get into it. Poor thing. All right, let's give it a few stabs. Don't look. Don't worry, Katie. Your plant's in good hands. That's enough abuse. Now, the pot problem. So I kind of want to steal this blue pot that she has here. Let's look. Sorry, Katie. Yeah, you're getting downgraded because I need this one. Yep. I found a new pot. I think removing the dead leaves is a good idea, just so that you know if the plant continues to get them, something is not right. So all we're gonna do is fill this baby in its new pot. Don't tell Katie who put you in there. And I guess I'll take a look at the Christmas cactus or Easter cactus to see how that's going. The soil seems to be still okay. So I think I'm gonna leave this one. Like if we really wanted to know, you would turn it over and just pop it out, but you can see that it needs to be repotted as well, but she doesn't have another pot available, so we'll just leave this alone. Always give it a good drink after repotting. And now to celebrate our hard work with the view. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next week. Happy growing.